What's next? I'd like to talk about having your cards read being a potential mistake. It's kind of hypocritical for me to say because I am a card reader. I do read cards, although it's not something I do predominantly. I don't let a lot of people know about it, but I do read cards. What I'm trying to say is that when you have your cards read, it puts you on someone else's map. When you have your cards read and they have your past, how you got here, and where you currently are right now, that's fine. But when you come to the idea of what your future is going to be, that literally is a piece of paper. It's a map to put down on the ground. But I'm saying it's a piece of paper because it's a potential from that point of view where you could be. It's nothing like using Waze or using the current navigation where things change along the way and it updates. What is it showing from this point on, right here, where you might be from where you currently are? And it's a good idea to use it as a warning device, saying, okay, this is what you look out for to avoid. Because if you have your cards read, it's going to put you in a point of view to be more observant of these things. It might actually put you onto the path that you don't want to be on. It might put you on the path that they have drawn out for you. So having your cards read might actually be a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I'm trying to go is that every one of us has the potential to go anywhere we want. Even though we were presented with the map and there's going to be the hazards and the traffic from the card reading, the truth is we had a choice to even get in the car in the first place. I mean, we can go anywhere. We can just not use their map and go a totally different direction. And what's going to happen is that you're going to say, well, that card reader was terrible. Although they were right up in my past where I currently am, they had no idea what my future is going to be because they never turned anything out like that. On the other hand, they said, oh, they were spot on because they showed me everything, but you might have been led in that direction. So I'm very hesitant about reading someone else's cards because I realize now that I might have led people because a lot of my card readers were spot on, 100%. And even when they said to me, oh, that's not true at all. You're completely wrong. Within days to weeks to at least a month later, everything came true. And honestly, my ego was prepped, and I would do more and more card readings. And then I was realizing, wait a second, am I a bad person? Am I putting these negative futures in these people's hands? Am I actually causing this to happen? That's one of the reasons why I stopped. Another reason was I was getting so much deep information about people that I had nothing to know about, but knew everything about their lives. It made me feel uncomfortable. And that was before I learned how to ground and get connection to source and clear myself and not pick up their baggage. That's another issue. When you're a card reader, you tend to pick up someone else's energy, and that's a huge mistake in of itself. So let me sum up. If you're going to have a card reading, treat it as interesting. Treat it as a potential. Treat it as something that will give you a warning, but you have 100% control of your future. It's interesting. And if you have a card reading and it's spot on, adjust yourself and figure, okay, what do I want to get from this? And where do I want to go from here? If you have a card reading that's completely wrong, again, say, okay, how did I get here? Why did I make these decisions to get where I am, and how can I get to my ideal life path? It's all in our hands. We manifest everything. And when you have a psychic do a reading for you, although it's fun and interesting, be careful where they might lead you. And God forbid, never continue to spend about, removing curses or removing bad luck. The curses and the bad luck are things that you pick up that you can get rid of yourself. Someone else can't cut them off of you. Because everything they cut off you, everything, all the curses and all the negative that they remove, you're assisting them. You have the power to do it with them. So no one can do anything to you or for you until you allow it. But those are just my ideas, and I welcome anyone's input or criticism or just ideas. I'm fully willing to have a fully logical, compassionate communication. If you want to use logic, I'm great with logic. If you want to use compassion, I'm great with compassion. If you want to use arguments, I'm not too good with arguments. But that's just me. What's next?